Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you had a good Christmas. I'm just doing a video today to talk about two different tickers. One is COST, C-O-S-T, and one is CONY, C-O-N-Y. And these were requested by a subscriber, and this is a very common request I get when I'm reviewing these algos. So you guys that watch the channel on a regular basis know that I look at things like AlgoPro, which is one of my favorite, Lux Algo, Easy Algo, all these different algos. And everybody's always really skeptical. Do they work? Don't they work? Will they work for me? And so it's very common for me to get requests from people to say, hey, could you do a video or could you at least screenshot some tickers with different time frames on some of the stocks that I'm interested in trading. So this was one of them. This is COST. I'll do CONY in a minute. So you can see straight away this is just the 3-minute chart. The guy who asked this is a day trader, so he wants to see the 1 minute and the 5 minute, I think it was. We can look at them all. It won't take that long. And the first thing you notice is this is not optimized. So for people that look at this, you might be like, okay, cool, we've got a good sell signal here in the 3 minute, a great buy signal all the way up to here, great sell signal down to here, and a decent kind of sort of sideways buy, sell, and then a load of nonsense here. A lot of times what people need to realize though is that you can then change the multiplier. And I did a video on this, and hopefully you guys watching this know that you can do this. So at the moment I've set the algo multiplier just a 2, but on these shorter time frames you might want to go up just a little bit, so we change that to 3. You can start tailoring the signals to look more like what you'd hope for in an algo. And you can see things are tidying up a little bit. I'm still not that happy with that though. The sell signal's kind of false, so there we go. So there's something looking a little bit nicer. So we can have a look at like what on the 3-minute chart what COST, C-O-S-T looks like. You can see we have a buy signal in progress. This sell signal is a bit of a fake out. Really nice buy signal here, really nice sell signal that we saw earlier. Really nice buy signal, and that's when you go up in the multiplier you start to get these big long holds. But this isn't really much of a day trade. This is like an overnight thing, right? This starts on Thursday and ends on Friday up here. So as you change that multiplier, you start having to hold these, even though it's a shorter time frame, you just have to hold these things for longer, so that's something to bear in mind. You start to get slightly nicer results. Here's a nice sell signal. It's a bit of a fake out. Little buy, little sell signal. So you can see things are relatively good, but the best signals you're going to have to hold for quite a while, even on these shorter time frames, like on this 3-minute chart. See a sell signal right here, for example, all the way down to here. These are not quick, on even though it's a 3-minute time frame. The signals are still taking a while to work out. And you can refine this, so you can look back over the chart and be like, still not that happy with this. I could change the multiplier a little bit more. For me, this isn't too bad. I start to see a little bit of nonsense here, but like this buy signal is amazing. But if you're only looking to hold these trades for like 3 or 4 minutes, this isn't much use, right? Because this is a long trade. This is hours and hours of trading. So even though it might be a day trading time frame, these signals are still lasting a while. So basically something to keep in mind. On the 1 minute, things get really messy on most of these algos. So again, this is AlgoPro 1.2. This is the one I use the most. 1 minute, here we go. So this is a lot faster. You can see we have a sell signal here. We're in the process of it. I haven't changed anything about the settings yet, so we can go and change the settings and see how that affects it. But you can see you got a bit of a decent sell signal here. Again, though, you're talking 10-15 minutes for this, 10 minutes or so for this type of signal. This buy signal is a bit slower. Worked up quite nicely though. Worked out quite nicely. This one again. So the 1 minute time frame, you are starting to see things. You will get a bit more noise generally, although so far this is pretty good. You're not getting that great gains though in these particular settings. This one was pretty nice. This one was a total fake out, so not so good. So you can kind of see what you're in for. Really nice here. Again, you can filter for trends, so you only buy on the downtrend, only sell on a downtrend, only buy on an uptrend. You can refine this much more, thoroughly than I am. I'm just showing you like the basics here. Just to give you an idea, the guy that requested this, like what it looks like. So here we go on the 1 minute. It's a really nice long buy. This would have been a bit of a loss, small loss. But you can see the losses are small compared to the wins overall. I haven't changed any of the other settings from earlier either, so we could probably refine this a little bit more. But it definitely works. Nothing's perfect. It's how you play it, right? So here we go. This one was a gap up though, so Again, if you're a day trader, you'd have to take that gap up to get all these gains. So yeah, so that's cost. I don't want to spend too much time with this. I mean, we could have a quick play with the algo thing here and see if like we can just change some of these settings to look a little bit nicer on the 1 minute. We can go down. Let's do a 3. That seems to improve it a little bit, right? You're starting to get the sell just a little bit higher up here. See what this does. There we go. So that's a little bit better. So now that's back to 2. So you can see you're starting to get a bit better of a move. And I think what you do is you find your favorite ticker and time frame, and then you refine your multiplier. This is what I found to be useful, at least, to give you the best possible trades. You're still not going to win every trade though. Like, this is going to chop around, but eventually, you know, you will hit like a really nice long win. So it's getting a little choppy for my liking. What I find is with all these things, if you go to the long time frames, like 4 hours and or daily charts, you'll almost find like no fake out signals, which is really good. So swing trading seems to be a lot better for like AlgoPro and most of these algos than day trading is. Anyway, let's change to CONY really quick. These are not really ones I ever look at, but I do my best to help subscribers. This looks like a nightmare, so let me see. Alright, so let's do like the 5 minute first, because these candles are such low volume, they're barely forming. And that's what you've got to be careful of as well. Overall though, you can see the first signal here without changing anything, had a really nice buy, and it's already hitting its take profits up here, which is good. The one before it was a sell signal. Try and close this up a little bit. You can see we had a nice sell, nice buy signal, nice sell signal. Reasonable buy, good sell. So far, this is a nice one as well. On the 5 minute on this particular setting, it's not bad at all. They have low liquidity here though, with these low volume, low price action candles where they're almost lines. You see, they're like lines basically, even on the 5 minute chart. That's possibly going to pose a problem for algorithms, in my opinion. Just that lack of like price action. Let's see if we can get rid of some of this junk. Go down to a 1. Oh, nope, that's horrendous. You don't want this many signals, that's for sure, so we'll go the other way. See if we can improve on the 5 minute here on CONY. Okay, that's a little bit better. So we're at 3, I'll go to 4, see if that makes things any better. Don't see a change. Let's just keep it at 4 for the time being. So you're still getting a fake out on the. So this is the thing, like most of the sells are faking out because we're in such a strong uptrend recently. So you've got to take that into consideration, that this green dotted line here is indicating an uptrend, and so you might want to discard the sell signals in order to maximize your win rate, right? Until we see a break of this line. So the buy signals are working pretty well. Sell signals are faking out, which is what you'd expect. Here's another good buy signal. Sell signal really just went flat here and just couldn't overcome the market just ramping up. This is looking back into early December. So yeah, good buy signal here. So overall, I'm actually impressed on the 5 minute with CONY with this low liquidity. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Occasionally you'll get messed up signals like this, of course. This sell signal worked out alright. Buy signal worked really nicely. This big gap down, it called it long before the gap, which is really nice. So that's pretty good. And then we have this flat trading where the signals are not going to work very well at all. So it's worth remembering that if you're flat, then you're probably not going to want to take many trades. So if you zoom in like this, you can see that there are price movements, but they're kind of small. Anyway, there should be a buy signal down here, I bet. Yep. So overall, I'd say CONY on the 5 minute on the multiplier 4 looks like it could be pretty good. And the subscriber wanted to see the 1 minute as well in here, so I'm just going to go to the 1 minute. I have my doubts that the 1 minute will work, but I'm usually wrong. In this case, it does look like I'm wrong. So you see the lack of volume on these is ridiculous. But the sell signal's solid there, our buy signal is like, wow, it's solid, it's gone through all our profits here. This one, medium. This one, a bit raggedy. Bit raggedy here. I wouldn't be trading this on the 1 minute time frame particularly. Getting in and out of this thing would be difficult on a lot of these candles. I mean, look at these things. But the signals still work on it pretty well. You see this one going up. And I haven't changed the multiplier at all. So yeah, good. Anyway, a little bit of a mess, and that's what might start to happen as you get these bars that are horizontal bars for candles, which is horrendous. So overall, I mean, it looks like it can cope with low liquidity stocks, low volume, small cap even type of stocks where there's really no volume price action, where a whole minute or 5 minutes can go by and like the price stays the same. I hate trading that type of stock. I don't know why particularly you would want to. But some people do, and sometimes it can lead to massive gains. I'm just curious what happens if I go to like the daily on this thing, just to see what we get. I don't even see any signals on it. Not quite sure what happened. That's weird. What if we drop to the 4 hours? Maybe something's bugging out here. There we go. The 4 hours is pretty nice as well. Again, don't take the sell signals when you're in a strong uptrend like we are at the moment. That's the bottom line. So if you want to check out the full review for this algo, it works really well on SPY and some of the larger stocks. And I've so many videos on this. I put them all into a review article, which I'll link in the description below. And I'll probably put this video in there too, just because it's a different look at a different type of stock, really. That I'm used to doing. So, yeah, could be interesting to see what we have in here. All right. Well, hopefully that was helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.